I think he knocked down Rodney Atkins and stole his hat.
Mine's much cooler.
Well, Rodney's a pretty big boy. I think I'd like to see that collision.
It's all good. Right, big cap.
Jason Aldean with us here live.
Well, you know what happened with that video, man, was we had one place in mind that we were going to shoot it, and at the last minute they ended up shutting the video shoot down. So my video director and the people that work for him, they were scrambling around trying to find somewhere to shoot this thing, and we basically just found like this old underpass that, you know, it was just kind of a tunnel, little underpass deal, and we backed up a truck in there and just put a bunch of speakers in there and piled all the people that we had for the video. We piled them in the room and turned some cameras on and just kind of went with it. So that's the way it turned out. But that wasn't initially. That wasn't what it was going to look like.
Well, it sure turned out good. Who picked the chicks in the video?
That would be the director. That's their job. Yeah, they some of them were, you know, from like modeling agency or whatever that they go and get those people from. And then other ones where we just kind of put out a casting call on the radio and just said, hey, if you guys want to come be a part of a video, this is where to be, this is what time. And so we had a bunch of people just show up that just wanted to hang out, which was cool.
You know, another thing that has become kind of almost a signature, Jason, if you will, is the blazing guitar licks at the end of the song. That's just awesome. That's some great work there.
Well, thank you, man. It's you know, I grew up on listening to a lot of rock and a lot of southern rock stuff. So I love you know, I love guitar. I love big guitar. I love guitar solos and those kind of things. So a lot of times we're in the studio, you know, I just kind of turn those guys loose and just say, look, you know, this is you. You got 30 seconds here to just make some noise. So play something cool and you know, just kind of like turn it, you know, hit the record button, let those guys play around, and you know, they come up with some really cool stuff.
You know, there's such a great variety of material with you. When you look at, you know, Big Green Tractor, and you look at Amarillo Sky, and then you get these great rockin' songs back and forth. It's like the whole package. It's really cool. We never know exactly what we're going to get from you.
Well, one thing I've always tried to do is never back myself into a corner where you know, people only get used to hearing one type of music from me. You know, I like to kind of keep it open where, you know, if I want to do a song like a Hicktown or something like that, I can. Or if I want to do Amarillo Sky, or, you know, in this case, we got a new ballad with Kelly Clarkson, you know, which is way different. And, you know, just kind of keep your options open, you know. I mean, it's all kind of going to have the same vibe. I mean, it's going to have my sound to it, but, you know, being able to do different kind of songs and never put yourself in a position where you're not able to go out and kind of, you know, stretch the boundaries a little bit. I just never really wanted to do that. So I've always been pretty cautious of that and try to make sure that never happened.
You know, just an observation, Jason, known you for a lot of years now, and it's very obvious to me that in the beginning you were, I don't want to use the word timid, but it's like you weren't sure you really belonged yet. And now you seem so comfortable in your own skin and so media savvy and everything. It seems like we've seen a maturation with your career, and it's really very cool to watch.
Well, I appreciate it, man. You know what? I think for anybody, I mean, for me being you know, a new artist and coming in, and you know, I was always sure of the kind of stuff that I wanted to play. The thing was, you know, when you walk in and you're around people that you grew up idolizing and you're kind of thrown into that world a little bit, it is a little intimidating, you know, at first. And you kind of do have that feeling where you're not really sure where your place is. And all of a sudden we started having hits, man, which kind of gave me more confidence. And you know, you have people, you know, people like Tim McGraw coming up saying, hey, man, you know, The Truth is my favorite song of the whole year. And, you know, people that come up and tell you stuff like that, man, it means like, you know, that you're earning their respect and they dig what you do. And for me, those kind of things like that are huge confidence boosters. And you know, over the last couple of years, man, I've kind of just gotten to be more confident and just trust instincts and kind of learn to be myself. And you know, and it's worked out. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, that's neat, really. We're seeing the real Jason Aldean now, and it's a whole lot of fun. And I thank you for this time, Jason. Always a pleasure.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me.